If you're seeing this right now, that means the biker tee drop is live, so go check that out and then come back to this video. But yeah, let's get right into the biker drop. This 90s Easy Rider, the second they got posted, essentially a staple in the vintage fashion based wardrobe. I am so far ahead that this video is essentially overdue. I have about 25 biker tees that need to get showed off to the YouTube channel so it can drop on the day of the biker tee drop. And like I said, I'm overdue because yesterday I just filmed the outerwear drop, which is the drop after the biker tee drop. So I guess you could say I'm late on this, but I really like to stay ahead on my drops. That way, if I'm out of town for a weekend or I have an appointment or something like that, I don't have to miss a drop and basically be on ghost mode on social media. I can just stay consistent because I'm ahead. So this video, we're going to be going over essentially two different kinds of things. Like I said, the biker tee drop, so roughly 25 pieces, and stuff that I've just been picking up over the past week, which is a lot. I think it's roughly 45 to 50 pieces. So we're going to go over a few of those because a few will be in the outerwear drop. So you're going to see it next week anyway, so we don't need to go over some of it. But we're going to go over some of my favorites. But first, biker tees. Alrighty, quick fit check just because you normally see me in this kind of stuff on YouTube, because when I'm filming on YouTube, all I'm doing that day is filming and editing, so I'm really not leaving the house, so I just like to be comfortable. Urban Outfitters beanie, Urban Outfitters sweats, baggy maroon sweats, and 90s Nike Center Swoosh hoodie, but let's get into it. So I work at Smiley's Vintage Supply, and the owner's dad has a lot of storage for some things he's bought over the years. One of those things being old magazines, comic books, things like that. And I recently got this magazine rack in my room just for like decor, and I asked him to hook me up with a few magazines just for decor. I wasn't really selling them or anything. And he brought me about 30 Easy Rider magazines. If you know anything about these kind of magazines, they're not really appropriate to just have out. But I didn't want to get rid of them just because Easy Rider is a brand of t-shirt, so I never knew when these could become of use. And I got a few Easy Rider tees just before this drop, so it was perfect for photo shoots and things like that. But anyway, here's some of the Easy Rider tees, like this 2000s Easy Rider Sunset Boulevard tee, this 90s Easy Rider Sunset tee, and probably my favorite just because it's different than the other two, this 90s Easy Rider's Dallas Star tee. A little wear here and there on this old sinus tag, size large. Really cool back hit, and this tee photographs and fits so well. There's a few different brands in this drop. In terms of biker tees, it's not all just like boring location Harley tees. It's mostly Harley, West Coast Choppers, Orange County Choppers, and Easy Riders, and then a few unbranded biker tees. Next being Orange County Choppers, we have this navy Orange County Choppers tee with a small hit on the front and a big bike and eagle hit on the back. Similar to this long sleeve with a small hit on the front and a big similar hit on the back with the wings on the sides. However, this one features super cool sleeve hits, which raises the value roughly $15. And I know I just said West Coast Choppers, but I sold both of those the second they got posted to the website and then the Depop discount page. And this is basically what they look like. I sold them for super cheap, especially because these have peaked in value lately. But when it comes to being market value and how I like to price my stuff, I like to price my stuff a little bit lower than market just so I can get it gone. And I don't want to be known as the guy who taxes everybody, so I just want to move through inventory and just keep drops coming. Now, before we get into Harley tees, we have some unbranded tees. This one, yes, is a Harley tee. However, it doesn't have Harley licensing, which makes it just a biker tee. It's not legally a Harley tee. But yes, it features this Harley Davidson Mexico Cancun print on the front and this cool overseas tag here. Measuring a size XL, no back hit. It does have a few flaws like slight yellowing on the front and the back in this region. But yeah, super cool white tee for the summer. This is probably one of my favorite tees in the drop. This is an American biker tee with a super cool biker graphic wrapping all the way around the t-shirt. Like I said, no licensing on this shirt. Strictly a biker tee. It's just really cool with the small details on this tee. Next up, we have this Big Johnson's Motorcycles tee with the Bourbon Street location hit right there. A lot of Big Johnson tees, I'm pretty sure, are Bourbon Street like locations. And this one features the infamous biker graphic on the back. And it's on a super cool Big Johnson tag. Next up, size 2X. I think this is the only 2X in the drop, but it's still really cool. This Elburn Lions Ride Biker pocket tee. Super cool charcoal faded black. And it has this super cool back graphic, dated 2003. And this would be super neat for like a pump cover or something. All right, now getting into the Harley tees. And Harley tees is the biggest category in this biker drop. First up, probably the most different tee in the entire drop, this 1991 tie-dye Harley Davidson tee with the super neat and similar front and back hit. The only difference being the colors because of the way the dye is. And it's not even on a Harley tag, it's on this 90s Hanes Beefy tag. This one kind of gives me like a tapestry, like spiritual witchcraft kind of vibe. This 1996 Harley Davidson tee with a super cool eagle print on the front and a Golden Gate Bridge on the back. This one's tagged a medium, but it's going to fit like a skinny large. And in terms of like the vibe that this shirt gives off, it's pretty different than any of the other tees in the drop. Next up, we got some mids. 2004 Harley tee, front and back, cool coral hit on the back. 1998 blue acid wash Harley tee, cool orange graphic on the back. And a 2007 Harley Flame pocket tee with a super cool Jester hit on the back. I had 2 West Coast Choppers long sleeves, 1 Orange County Choppers long sleeve, and 1 Harley long sleeve. This one features a classic pocket hit without the pocket in the front, dated 1998. No tag, but it's going to fit like an XL. And no sleeve hits, unfortunately. But it does have this super cool Harley motocross graphic on the back. Getting into some faders, we have this 2000 Harley engine tee, Essential Eagle licensing on the back. Also this year 2000 Iron Horse Harley tee. Now probably my favorites out of the Harleys are this 1990s Harley Wolf Nature tee and this 1990s Harley Wolf Nature tee. I'm super glad I held on to one of these because the other one came in just in time for the drop. They are essentially an identical tee in different colors. This one features a charcoal faded black, and this one's more of a heather gray. The heather gray one has a super cool black and gray back hit, and the black one has a super cool Las Vegas strip back hit with some very cool pastel colors. And that's going to wrap it up for this biker drop. So make sure you guys do not miss out. We have roughly 20 tees left for this drop available on the site right now. And now let's get into some recent pickups. So some of the pieces I bought over the past week have already been put into storage. When I put stuff into storage, it basically goes into a few different categories. And the categories are drops that I have laid out for a month or 2 from now. With the way my storage room works, it's basically the next 3 drops are just out and ready to be worked on. And any drops after that are in storage and they'll just get filtered in. Some of the drops that are in storage don't necessarily have a date of when they're gonna drop. I just have like a sports drop or a music drop built up. That way, in case I don't have anything in mind for a drop or I don't have enough pieces for a drop, I just boom, have a drop ready just in case kind of thing. All because this 2025, I really just want to stay consistent. So that's kind of the process I have right now. Now, the stuff that mainly got put into storage was Y2K, sports, and a super cool drop that I have set aside for spring break, along with some outerwear. But if you want to see that, stay tuned for next weekend for the outerwear drop, where we're going to go over all that. But either way, here's a few pieces that will drop soon enough that I picked up over the past week. But this is a 1990s Adidas pullover with the 3 stripes all the way down the sleeves. It's on that 90s Adidas tag, and it's tagged a size large. Next up, I've been getting into these kind of shirts on a personal level, and as long as it's vintage, I like to sell stuff that I'm personally into. But this is a Faded Glory fully knit striped long sleeve with a navy collar and navy sleeve cuffs as well. Now, the next drop that I'm going to do is pants, just because it's getting a little bit warmer outside. I'm not going to have a lot of opportunities to sell pants in the summer. So it's going to be pants, and then track pants, and then a few other spring pieces, and then it'll be short season. So got to get the pants out now, and I got a good amount of pants thrifting, but here's just a few. I have roughly 30 pairs of pants set aside. First pair is this 90s Polo Ralph Lauren Army Military Green pleated pants with some super cool cuffs down at the ankles and some nice distressing. If you visit a vintage store in a big city, pants like Polo, Carhartt, South Pole, things like that, like the basic brands, not basic, but basic expensive vintage brands, definitely cheaper than like Jinko and things like that. But either way, these pants are probably going to be roughly 40 to 50 bucks depending on the store and the city that the store is in. But since, like I said, I like to keep a lot of my stuff under market, I really only sell pants from anywhere from $25 to $35. And the next pair is this 2000s baggy Gap thick corduroy pants. Now, I did not get this pair thrifting. I actually got this pair on Whatnot. I forget who I got it from just because I've been getting so much stuff lately. But this pair is a size 38 by 32, and it's just a super cool baggy cargo military pant. And then probably one of the better pairs of pants in the pants drop coming up within the next 2 to 3 weeks, like I said, is the size 34 by 30 brown cargo Carhartt pants. Sorry, not cargo, Carpenter. These have a great wash, great baggy fit. These look great with pretty much any shoe as well. Essentially a staple in the vintage fashion-based wardrobe. And yeah, let me know if you like anything in this video, and be sure to subscribe, follow, and leave a comment. And I'll see you guys next time. How should I begin this? I guess it started when you were with him, and how he never